What's up guys? If you're new to my channel, my name is Michael. I'm a travel and adventure photographer and filmmaker based here in New York City, coming at you live from my apartment with no actual lighting equipment, just the natural light beaming in from the side. So hopefully this still looks okay. I don't normally do these talking head straight to camera videos, but I wanted to give an update on my current situation because in exactly 1 week from today's date of recording this, I am leaving New York City for good. I'm moving out and I am essentially hitting the road and going on a road trip with no end date. When I moved here back in 2018, I was just a kid trying to blindly follow his dreams with no idea how. I knew I wanted to do something with my camera, but didn't really know what that was. And I had only ever done one paid shoot, which was a music festival gig for, I think it was $200 at the time. Despite my complete lack of experience, I booked a one-way ticket here and backed myself to make it happen no matter what. Looking back on that, it's funny how unprepared I was because I had almost no money, almost no experience making money from photography or videography. But I really think that when you commit to things like this, it has a funny way of working out because once you get here, you just have to figure it out. After furnishing this apartment, I think I had like $28 left in my bank account. And I was like, well, cool, I literally have to find a shoot this week. And I ended up finding a random shoot that week that, bought me a bit more time. And then I just kept going from there. And eventually it worked out because here I am 3 years later. I'm running my own video business and been able to travel around taking landscape photos. So it worked out, but it's funny looking back on that because I definitely was not prepared for what was to come. But in a way, I think you have to just jump into things because you're never really going to be fully prepared. New York will always be where I started my career, from those beginnings to now running my own business, working with clients, growing my passion for outdoor photography, and just the friends that I've made here. It really is the first place that has felt like a real home that I'm sad to be leaving since I left my childhood home 8 years ago, I think it was. With all that being said, it's time for a big change. I know now that to take the next step in my creative career, I have to be in the outdoors more and be shooting landscapes more often. So I decided to buy a car and hit the road for an indefinite period of time. Today I'm going to Wisconsin to pick up a car, which feels really weird. It's kind of crazy to think that by the end of today I will own a car. It feels like the first step in this transition point in my life where I am leaving my New York City apartment here and gonna just essentially live on the road for a while and then end up somewhere. It's a bit of a weird situation to explain why I'm going to Wisconsin to get the car, but essentially that's where I am from originally. That's where I grew up. So my family still has a place there and I'm going to register everything, the car and everything to that address because once I'm out on the road moving from place to place, I'm not gonna have any sort of permanent address. I gotta go right now because I'm leaving for the airport in like 10 minutes and per usual, I'm not done packing. So I'm gonna do that, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of document some of this because today is the first day where things are starting to feel like this is a real plan. Update, I am in Wisconsin right now, and I picked up the car yesterday. It's kind of a crazy feeling. This is the first car that has ever been my own. I'm hanging out in Wisconsin for a few days here with my family because I'm already over here, and then I'm gonna be driving this thing back to New York. My plan is to travel around the US in my car, taking photos and enjoying the landscapes that this country has to offer for a good few months until I decide on the next place that I want to settle and the next city that I want to get an apartment in. I know this sounds a little crazy, and I've had some interesting reactions when I've told some people, to say the least, but I go off of instinct a lot with these kind of bigger life decisions, for better or for worse. And right now, it definitely feels like this is the only option that makes sense to me. Back in 2018, when I moved here to New York, I don't know why, but I had this overwhelming feeling like I just had to move here. Just an instinct that it was the right thing to do. I had zero doubts about moving here for some reason. And I don't know why, but right now I have zero doubts about leaving. I just know that this is the right time to do it, and I have to go. I'm currently in the process of getting rid of all my possessions and selling things off so that it makes sense to take everything with me in the car. I already bought the car, by the way. It's sitting on the street out there, so there's no turning back now. That's my car, right there. That one. There she is. It's been a very stressful process overall, but what's been keeping me going is that it's way more exciting than it is stressful, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to give a little update on my current plans and also say thank you to anyone who has supported me along the way, whether that is just watching these YouTube videos or supporting me on social media or in real life. You guys are a lot of the reason why I have the confidence to keep trying these things and trying to advance my creative career, if you want to call it that. This plan might be extremely delusional, I'm not sure. We'll see in time, I guess. But it's just something that I definitely feel like I need to try. So here's to the journey ahead.